Hi, I'm Fiona from SMYL Community Services and I'm the coordinator of the Indigenous Driving Training Program, which is funded by the Department of Training under their Indigenous Training Support. The student comes in, have no birth certificate, probably haven't ever used a computer before, have no idea how to get their licence, have no car. So they come in, there's Cherie, who supports them from the very beginning right through.
The program became a high priority on my agenda as I work for the job network industry, and most employment positions stipulated on their criteria, MDL, must have MDL. Most people from the cities and everywhere else have all the sufficient ID. With Indigenous people that's not the case. A lot of them don't even know where they were born, let alone how to obtain their birth certificate, which we've successfully managed to obtain MOUs from DPI so that we can have Indigenous people sit down one-on-one and go through the tests with them. If it wasn't for that, there'd be a lot of people that wouldn't even get past the first stages. SMYL has supported the fuel, the vehicle running costs, the maintenance of the vehicle, the instructors' wages. They've supported all the funds. Without that, there's no way the clients would have moved forward. We're not only talking youth here, we're talking people that are 30 and 40 that have never held a licence, that are now getting a licence only because of the program.
Has the program helped you, Harry, the driving program?
Yeah, it did help me a bit, long as
Do you think you would have got your licence without the program running?
no, I wouldn't. Not really.
Hi, my name's Renee. For the training program, SMYL has provided wages, the vehicle, mentoring and training.
Hey, I'm Philip Civisato from Lombardina on the Dampier Peninsula, and I did the same course as Renee, the driving instructor's course, which was set up by SMYL.
So last year I went into the SMYL program and managed to get through as a driver trainer.
It's very hard for people in remote communities to get their licences.
Well, to me, it is alright because I can get around doing other things, helping, and
Yeah, it means everything because I have 3 kids, and yeah, I was walking around a lot and taking them everywhere, walking, and I used to get weak. Yeah, and my partner had a license, but he lost his license from drink driving, and I was depending on him, like for him to be taking me everywhere. But then I realized I needed to do something for myself and for my kids.
yeah, visit families, mainly helping my grandmother out. Well, we've had no license, I've been driving in the bush, stuff like that. Oh, well, it's just like bush bashing, driving around anyway, but when you come to town, actually do driving learners and stuff like that is showing you about roads and like learning how to turn and showing you which streets and not, no entering and stuff like that, yeah.
Through the training, no.
If it wasn't for the program, I wouldn't have my license.
I come from a community, yeah. They don't mainly have license, I do. And I wouldn't get it without this.
Well, I feel a bit better how I got my license because it can get me around. I'm doing things now, not like how before, just sitting around doing nothing, and just finally, doing something.
So that's very important, so then you can do, for work and stuff like that. Yeah.
I have my full-blood family, they have no license, but only my brother, he got his license through prison. But half of my family, they have license, half of them don't.
When you get a licence, it allows you to drive anywhere, including Sydney, Hobart, Melbourne, Perth, not just on that community.
The first thing they've got to have is a birth certificate. And to you or I, it's very easy to get a birth certificate. For these people, it's a major job to get a birth certificate.
In remote communities, It is very difficult for the young people to learn how to drive correctly in order to get a licence.
People stop me in the street and ask me, hey, I want to get my licence, how do I do it? They're really keen to get their licence. This is the first time I've seen this happen. This is really, really a good program.
Oh, well, one of the young men from Rio Tinto the other day came in, and he can't get employment out there until he's got his licence, and that's the only thing that's stopping him becoming a boilermaker.
Like what my family out at Luma, you know, but I not talk, like tell the right way of learning.
Okay, well, I'm not sure how many people I've put through, but it would be in the over 100 people put through. And many of them stop me in the street and say to me how much it's changed their life. They've got a job on a station, or they've got a job here, or got a job there, and apprenticeships and everything like that. And it has made a real change to their life, mainly so that they can get to work.
I just wanted a job. I don't want to be sitting at home doing nothing, and I'd rather get paid than live off Centrelink or whatever. It's better than getting picked up by the cops and driving with nothing. And it's good anyways to have your own, to be independent.
I'm Kevin Pettingill, Chairman of the Derby Roadways Committee, based in Derby. Also a member of the Kimberley Road Safety Committee. With regards to driver training, driver licensing, it's an integral part of road safety within the Kimberley. With relation to having a driver's licence and gaining employment in the Kimberley, as my other role as Executive Manager within the Shire of Derby West Kimberley, it is mandatory that people have a driver's licence. So any system that helps people get a driver's licence will automatically improve their chance of getting employment within any stream of work in government or local council. Any program that's in place to overcome or help those in need of getting hours for their driver's licence is welcomed by Roadways.
I'm Paul Higgins. I work for the Department of Transport, and my role with the department is as the Regional Driver Assessor, and as such I take all classes of licence for their test for the practical driving assessment for Broome, Derby, Fitzroy Crossing and the Dampier Peninsula. The hardest thing for the remote Indigenous people is to have access to a practical driving assessor. The Department of Transport is trying to take this out to the communities. The trained professional instructors obviously make a huge difference. Within the department we've found that SMYL has got together some vehicles, trained up some instructors, and that has now allowed us to get a lot more people through, and in their first and second attempt. We obviously need more people in this program or in a program to get these people through. There would be at least 100 people now in that Dampier Peninsula right now who require licences. So that's just now without anyone coming up, and that's without any of the other remote sites like Fitzroy or Derby or anything else. There's just hundreds of them, hundreds.
Like, yeah, we do need, like, some people in this town, they do want to get their license, but just to, need, like, how this course now for driver license and stuff.
Since that little driver training came out, I got good at driving and I was right.
Yeah, well, it was all right. As soon as they came up with it, yeah, started going in it, joining it, yeah.